Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about something that we all, deep down, know is true, but never want to admit. The reality, the harsh, painful reality, is that people will use you. And when they no longer need you, they'll throw you away, like you never mattered. It's a bitter pill to swallow, isn't it? But there's power in that truth. The moment you accept it, you gain control. You see, we all start with the best intentions. We trust, we give, we open our hearts to others, believing that kindness will be met with kindness. But what happens when the people you trust turn their backs on you? It feels like being betrayed by the very thing that kept you believing in people. It cuts deeper than any knife ever could. It makes you question everything you once knew about yourself, your value, your trust, your worth. But let me remind you, the actions of others are never a reflection of who you are. No, their actions are a reflection of them. When they use you, when they drain you dry and walk away without a second glance, that says more about their character than it ever will about yours. Now let's take a moment, because this is where things get important. I want you to feel this next part. You're not the one at fault here. You are not to blame. Take a breath. You are not to blame. You gave from your heart. You trusted. You offered your time, your love, your support, all because you believed in the goodness of people. That's not a weakness. That is your strength. But here's the thing. This is where we get to turn the pain into power. And that power comes from learning, from understanding the signs, so that you can protect yourself and protect your heart. Step 1, recognize the signs. You know, there's a saying, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. But what happens when they don't show you? What happens when they wear a mask, pretending to care, pretending to be someone they're not? This is the tricky part, because people who use others, they're masters at manipulation. They start by showering you with affection. They make you feel special, needed, like you're the most important person in their world. It feels good, doesn't it? But listen to me, it's not real. They want something. They need something. And once they get it, once they have what they came for, they'll leave, they'll disappear, they'll fade into the background like nothing ever happened. Here's the thing, pay attention. Look for the signs. When you stop serving their needs, when you stop being the person who fills their empty space, that's when the truth starts to reveal itself. The promises fade away. The affection starts to disappear. The care turns cold. Look at how they behave when you need them. Are they there, or are they gone? Are they draining your energy, your time, your love, without offering anything in return? That's when you know. Step 2, set your boundaries. I need you to listen carefully now, because this is important. Boundaries are not walls to shut people out. They are your lines in the sand, the space that protects you. Your boundaries are the foundation of your self-respect. Without them, people will walk all over you. They will take, they will use, they will leave you empty. And if you let them, you're not just letting them hurt you, you're hurting yourself. You have to set those boundaries, and set them firmly. When you communicate your limits, when you make it clear what you will and won't accept, you're protecting your soul. You're telling the world, I matter. My time matters. My heart matters. And when someone crosses those boundaries, when they disrespect you, believe them. Believe who they are. And when they show you that, take action. Step away. Let them go. It's not your job to convince someone to treat you with respect. It's your job to protect yourself from people who don't. Step 3. Cultivate self-worth. Now, I know this one is tough. It's hard, because people who use others often target those who don't believe in themselves. They prey on insecurities, on doubts, on those quiet whispers in your head that tell you you're not enough. But here's the thing. You are enough. You always have been. You are worthy of love, of care, of kindness. But if you don't believe that, if you don't see your own value, how can you expect anyone else to? So, here's what you do. You start by believing in yourself. You start by loving yourself. You start by taking care of your mind, your body, your spirit. Invest in your passions. Invest in you. When you believe in your worth, when you hold your head high and walk with pride, you will attract people who will value you for who you are. The real ones. The ones who will never take from you without giving in return. The ones who will stand by your side when the storm clouds roll in. But it starts with you. You are the key to your own happiness. Step 4. Surround yourself with the right people. And let me tell you something. You can't do this alone. I know you might feel like you need to prove something, like you need to stand strong by yourself. But the truth is, we're all human. We need each other. You need people in your life who love you for who you are, not for what you can give them, not for what you can do for them, but because they see you. Find those people. Hold them close. These are the people who will lift you up. When you feel low, they will remind you of your worth. When you feel lost, they will help you find your way. They will support you in ways you never thought possible. They will stand by you when the world is against you. And they will never, ever take you for granted. Step 5. Forgive yourself. I know it's hard. You trusted them. You gave them everything. And now you're left with nothing but questions and regrets. What did I do wrong? Why did I trust them? But listen to me. You did nothing wrong. You gave from a place of love, of trust, of kindness. And that's not a mistake. That's your strength. But it's time to let go of the guilt. Let go of the regret. Let go of the shame. Because being used doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you foolish. It makes you human. Forgive yourself and move forward. The past doesn't define you. The lessons you learn, that's what shapes you. Step 6. Embrace the lessons. Every experience, no matter how painful, teaches you something. So ask yourself, what did this teach you? What did you learn about the people you let into your life? What did you learn about your own strength, your own boundaries? What lessons can you take with you so that next time you'll know exactly what to look for? So that next time you'll know exactly how to protect yourself. Reflect. Think. Let those lessons shape you. Step 7. Don't let the actions of a few ruin your faith. Yes, there are people who will use you. There are people who will betray you. There are people who will walk away the moment they're done. But let me tell you something else. There are far more people who will love you. Genuinely love you. There are people who will see you for who you are. People who will treat you with the respect you deserve. People who will stand by you, no matter the circumstances. People who will give back, just as much as you give. Don't let the actions of a few darken your heart. Don't let the betrayal of one person taint your view of the world. Focus on the good. Focus on the people who show up when it matters. Focus on the ones who love you, for no reason other than the fact that you're you. In conclusion, yes, people will use you. Yes, they will betray you. They will take. And when they're done, they will walk away. But you know what? You have the power to protect yourself. You have the strength to recognize the signs, to set your boundaries, to believe in your worth. And most importantly, You have the power to surround yourself with those who will love you, without conditions, without manipulation, without the need to take. Don't let the actions of the few ruin your view of the many. The world is full of good people. There's love out there for you. Genuine love. Believe in it. Believe in yourself. Thank you.